Cincinnati's public pool season is just over a week away, and still we are short of lifeguards. Thank you for joining us here at 5:30. I'm Ashley Kirkland.
And I'm Mike Dardis. Yeah, it's been a big problem now for the past 3 years or so, and unless things change, 10 of the city's 23 pools, that's a bad percentage, 10 of those 23 outdoor pools will not be able to open. WLWT News 5's John London is at one of them right now, live in Walnut Hills. Hi, John.
Yeah, and Mike, the pool here, the Busch Recreation Center pool, was not open last summer, nor the summer before that, nor the summer before that. And to get this one and 9 others open, 80 more lifeguards would be needed, a heavy lift in a short span of time. It remains an empty feeling as summer swim season approaches. There's still not enough lifeguards to put water in pools like Filson in Mount Auburn, and this one in the East End. Since the pre-pandemic summer of 2019, the only water LeBlond and 6 other pools have had came naturally from the sky.
We've worked for years to make improvements here.
Patrick Ormond grew up in this neighborhood, which once had 3 pools. A look through the fence gives him a sinking feeling because it's not just water that's missing.
Part of the lifeblood of a neighborhood, and when you lose that, you lose a lot of the social contact and what's going on in the neighborhood.
Oakley Pool started to fill today. It's one of the first 3 set to open on Memorial Day weekend. Banners are up on fences about the hiring effort. $16 an hour starting pay, flexible scheduling.
Get your foot in the door by becoming a lifeguard or working at a swimming pool in a fun environment throughout the summer.
Aquatics Director April Chappelle has 5 more training classes scheduled through June, but so far only 10 are signed up for the next one, and there's a cutoff point.
Beyond mid-June, we're likely not going to be able to open more pools just because of all the other factors that play into it.
3 pools will open Saturday, May 27th, Dunham, McKee, and Oakley. 7 more will open the following weekend, including Evanston, Hirsch, Lincoln, and Pleasant Ridge. Then on June 12th, look for Bond Hill, Dempsey, and Madisonville to open their gates. That leaves 10 more with no date certain, and to Pat Ormond, a 4th uncertain summer.
I'm terrified. It's not just that, it's the whole recreation center. It's part of a complete body of a community benefit. Now, if none of the 10 are able to open this summer, presumably they'll stay as they are and be mothballed until next summer when they'll try again to get them open. But here's the track record lately. 11 last year, 13 the year before, only 9 in 2020, and right now, only 13 have enough lifeguards. Reporting live in Walnut Hills, John London, WLWT News 5.
Well, John, they've been trying. Obviously, they started recruiting at the end of last summer. Realistically speaking, how many pools, how many more of them do you think they could get open?
Director Daniel Betts a couple weeks ago said 2 to 4 was something that he was aiming for. He'd like to get all 10, but he mentioned 2 to 4. That would be the most, Mike, since 2019. But at this point, even that seems rather iffy unless more people sign up to become lifeguards.
All right, John London live for us tonight as we continue to try to shine a light on this and